For this video, we're going to take a look at the Bagua pole form. There's a couple of pole forms in the Bagua system that we have, and one is a linear form and the other one's done on the circle. This one's going to be the circular form. So a couple of things that are different with the Bagua pole work than the pole work of, say, a Kung Fu form. The main focus of every grip that we use in the Bagua pole form is the comfort. So the idea being that if your hands are comfortable, you can strike a lot better or a lot harder. So even though you are looking for a very kind of comfortable grip on the stick, you also need to take into account that you're going to have to train it to be able to strike efficiently and also with power. As we're going through the pole changes themselves, it's very important to have correct footwork and also correct body mechanics in order to generate the power for the strikes. But as we're doing the circle walking in between the pole changes, you can afford to be a little bit more relaxed. So to start the pole form, we're going to be facing around the circumference of the circle. We have our left shoulder closest in. Now both heels are together, the weight's fairly even. The pole is going to start off in the right hand. Now your first movement, you're going to turn your waist to the right. As you turn to the right to load that strike, you're going to just let that stick drift up into your left palm. Now, as you turn and strike around to the center, you're going to let the left foot slip forwards. Now, the left hand slides up the stick, the right hand slides down the stick. You turn the stick over, you strike around. As you come across that left foot, you're going to adjust the position so the toes are pointing out of the circumference. You strike around. Now switch the palms again. We're going to strike back. So as the pole comes around, we're going to do another strike and another change. But then as we're changing the hands, we need to slip and begin to walk the circle. So as we strike around, the hands come up. You switch the position of the hands, and at the same time, you're going to push off the right foot and slip that left foot forwards, and then bring the stick up into that walking position. Now the stick points down at about a 45-degree angle. We're pointing towards the center of our circle, and this is where we hold it as we walk all the way around. As we start, the center is over to my left hand side, the stick is in my right. So we turn the body, let the stick drift up, strike around, switch, 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 and that's where we begin to walk the circle all the way around. After we've completed one circle walk, we're going to finish with the left foot forwards. The stick's still at the 45-degree angle. Now we step around with the right leg, bring the tip round, and then we strike around through the center, down towards the circumference. We're then going to hook the end of the stick up, step forward with the right leg, and we're going to jab to the head or to the neck. Now we rebound off that movement and we strike down on the 45 and come back towards the feet or towards the groin, anywhere that's slightly lower than the waist. Now from here, we're going to strike over as we switch our hands. So the right hand comes down, the left hand comes up, and we strike to the head. We rechamber the stick and we're going to poke to the head or to the neck again. Now switching the hands as we step around with the right foot, we strike around all the way to the left. Switch the hands again. Strike back across the center. Lean back as we bring the stick all the way around. Complete that circle, switch the hands, strike back through the center again, step around. So we're going to finish off exactly the same way that we finished off the first, slipping with that foot, and now we're going to perform the same change on the other side. Okay, so once we finish walking the circle, this time we're going to have the right foot forwards. We're going to step around, switch the hands, strike across through the center. This time we're going to hook over to the right hand side, step forward with the left foot, jam the end of the stick towards the face or to the throat, rebound, and strike down towards the feet or towards the groin. Now, as we strike over, we switch hands. So the left hand comes down, right hand comes up. We strike, rechamber, and then poke. Now turning the right foot all the way in, we're going to step around, switch the hands again, strike around through the center. 1, switch and strike back. We're going to continue this all the way around as we lean back, across and all the way over to the left hand side. Switch the hands. Finish off the stick change as we come around and push off, and that's the end of side 2. For the first movement of the double pole change, we're going to have the left foot forwards. Now we step around, we switch the hands, and that's going to be our first strike across the center. Now we let the end of the stick drop down, and we're going to hook upwards, finish off the circle, and then as we step forward with the right leg, we're going to poke to the face or to the throat. The tip of the stick is going to drop down. We're going to hook up and around. That's going to parry the weapon. And then as we step forward with the right foot, we're going to jam the end of the stick into the face or into the throat. The next movement is called spear the fish. So as we jam forwards, we have to generate the power as we strike backwards. So how that's going to happen, the stick has to travel in a straight line. So it goes on that 45 degree, and we're going to jump switch, and the feet are just going to turn 90 degrees. That's going to allow us a little bit of extra power just to strike in that downward direction. So from here, as we strike down towards the feet, we're going to strike over, but at the same time, switch the hands. So there. It's not going to be the best strike that you ever perform with the stick, but what it's going to do is it's going to teach you that skill of being able to switch your hands as you make contact. And this is why we follow up with the poke. So as that hand comes over, the right hand's going to slide down. We strike to the head. Now we rechamber the stick slightly, and then we jam it forwards, and again poking into the face or into the throat. So from here we can finish off, we can switch the hands out, and then as we step around with the right leg, that's going to be our power hit, straight round. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about the pole form, please drop them in the comments below and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. We're going to be covering the other sections of the form in consecutive days, so I'll upload them in shorter videos so it makes it easier to train it each time. Okay, thanks for watching and see you again soon.